everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the class. In the last class, we completed the fourth unit, that is heat. In that, you studied about the what is heat, how the transfer of heat is going to takes place, and how we measure the temperature that we have studied in the previous class. In the today's class, we will going to start with a new lesson, that is acids, bases, and salts. Before that, I will solve you the exercise part question. As I saw the textbook, they have given you the easy questions. They are nothing but a fill in the blanks and one word questions. If you have any doubts in that questions, you can free to ask me the question. So in the today's class, I will start the acids, bases, and the salts. So what are these acids and what are these bases? You know the salts. If I ask the question what is salt, you will say that is a common salt which is used for your daily purposes for the making of the foods, right? That is a common salt in our day-to-day life. So there are so many substances or there are so many chemicals, salts present in the nature, but the well-known example for a salt is NaCl. NaCl is the common salt which is used for the our cooking purposes. So this is called as a edible salt which is useful in our day-to-day life. There are so many salts in our day-to-day life, as I told. Baking soda and common soda. There are types of salts which are used for making the foods. Okay. So before going to that, I will tell you some examples. You should mention that whether this food objects is a salt one, bitter one, or a sour one. Okay. So here I am written the some of the examples. You should tell that the substance is a which type of the taste. Okay. The first one is a lemon. As you know, lemon is a which taste? It is a sour. Okay. Then orange juice. If we add the sugar, it will be a sweet in taste. Before that, the orange juice is also a sour in taste. Then vinegar, it is also a sour taste. Then curd is that is also a sour, and the sugar is a sweet in taste. Okay, which is not a sour one, but sugar is a sweet one. Okay, the next is a baking soda. Is that have any taste? Have you ever tasted that? No, I hope you are not tasted it. So this one is a bitter one, okay, which does not have any taste. It is not a sour one, it is not a sweet one, but this baking soda is a bitter one. Then unripened mango. Unripened mango is also what? It's what a sour taste. And then cucumber. Some of them are what? Sweet in taste, some are bitter in taste. Usually we prefer the sweet one. Okay, so we tell that it is not a sour one. Okay, have you heard about the tamarind? Okay, tamarind means you will get somewhat filling eating on. So that is what a sour in a taste. So these are the some examples which have a different type of a taste buds. So using that one, we are going to differentiate these food materials into acids, bases, and salts. The substances which have a acidic power in that food material, that we call it as acid materials. Okay, firstly if we consider the lemon which has a sour taste. In this lemon there is a presence of a acidic material that we call it as a acid material. The substances which are having a sour in taste, they are called as acids. The substances, that is the chemical substances which have a sour in their material, that we call it as acids. Okay, it is acidic in nature. As I previously told that on the basis of a taste, we are going to differentiate them into acids and bases. If the material is a sour one, then we call it as acids, and the substances which are bitter, then they are called as bases. Okay, acids and then bases. So the taste of acids is a sour, but you remember that if it is a bitter one, the food material is a bitter one, then it is a base. And the substance which is having a taste as a sour, then we call it as a acids. So these acids are derived from the word acer, A-C-E-R-E, acer, which means sour in taste. Okay, so usually the materials which are having a sour, then we call them as a acids. The substances which are bitter in taste, then we call it as a bases. On the basis of by tasting the materials, we cannot divide them or make them into a different. Then we also differentiate them by using some materials there. Then we classify them into acids and bases. So the next is a bases. Bases are nothing but they does not taste the sour. Okay, they are in a bitter in a taste. Hence, bitter in a taste. Hence, we call them as a bases. Okay, when you take the bases or the, for example, if you consider the baking soda, when you rub the baking soda with some small amount of water in your fingers, then you feel soapy in your hands. Then we call them as bases. Okay, they does not have any sour taste. They are in a bitter in taste. Okay, so these are the types of this food materials we are going to use in our day-to-day life. So the substances have the substances which are having such a properties like bitter in taste, that we call it as substances of a basic nature. Okay, so we can, as I previously told, we cannot test the substances always by tasting them. Okay, we use different type of tests using some materials. That materials are called as indicators, which are helpful to differentiate the materials into acids and into bases. These indicators will change the color of the solution when we are added to it to a particular solution. Means when we consider some solution, when we are adding the indicator to it, it will changes its color into some other colors. Okay, when we add the indicator to a solution which containing acids or the bases in it, then they will changes its color. Some of the naturally occurring indicators are turmeric, litmus and the China rose petals. These are the naturally occurring indicators. So students, here I am written the sum of the materials, and here what the contain means the material contained in that material. Here I am written whether the material is a acid or a basis. You have to tell that. Okay, first one is a vinegar. Vinegar is a sour in taste, so the content present in them is a acetic acid. Okay, so that contains a acidic material. So vinegar is a sour in taste, hence it contains acetic acid. The next one is a fruits. Fruits, such examples are orange and a lemon. Okay, I am mentioning that orange and a lemon are the fruits which are sour in taste. Hence they having a citric acid in them. So these orange and lemon are acidic in nature. So next one is a curd. Okay, curd is also sour in taste, hence it is contains lactic acid. As you all know, curd is a product obtained from the milk. So milk is rich in lactic acid, lactose in it. When it is left for 2 to 3 days or some hours, it will convert it into lactic acid. So this curd is a lactic acid, acidic in nature. The next one is a tamarind. As you know, tamarind is a tartaric acid. So these are the some examples which are having a acidic in nature. Okay, these are the acid materials. Means the materials containing a they contain the acidic property in them. The next one is a lime water. Okay, here it is a lemon. Here lemon is a citric acid, but the lime water is a basic one, which contains a bitter taste. Hence, it contains a calcium hydroxide in it. So the lime water is basic in nature. The next one is a soap, which is a bitter one and which contains a sodium hydroxide. The next one is a milk of a magnesia, which contains a magnesium hydroxide. So these are the basic materials and these are the acidic materials. So based on the properties of acidic and basic natures, we are going to differentiate them into acids and bases. By using the indicators, we are going to differentiate as acids and bases. In the next class, I will going to tell you about the naturally occurring indicators in our day-to-day life. Thank you for watching the video. Keep watching the video. I will update you in the next classes. Thank you again.